second.
Morning. I am in a little bit of a different spot today and I don't have my regular chair. So I've gotten these yoga blocks. They're foam yoga blocks, really at a, even Walmart or Amazon, they're really inexpensive. And if you're sitting in a chair, you want your knees to be even with your hips. And this chair is a little higher than I'm used to. So I brought the floor up to me. So the floor, it just raises the floor a bit. You want to have your knees nice and straight. Books will work too, as long as you're not putting any weight on them. They slide. So um, these, I don't know that I would stand on these all the time, but you can certainly prop if you have your other foot on the ground. So I'm going to use my blocks this morning. So I want to settle in to our yoga space. Maybe let's put our palms together to start today. Thumbs resting at the heart space, palms together, shoulders at ease, elbows at ease. Happy yoga face. You can close your eyes if you'd like, or look down out in front of you if you'd rather not close your eyes. And just notice your breath in and out of the nose if that works for you today. If that doesn't work for whatever reason, you can gently open the lips, but keep the teeth open. We don't want to clench. So as we sit and settle, move in and out with the sound of the breath in and out through the nose. Gratitude for yourself, for being here, making time for your yoga. And just notice the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, kind of allowing the weight of the elbows to ease in the shoulders. If it's effort for this, you can place your hands on your legs. Very nice. And now opening the palms, keeping the fingertips together. Thumb resting still there at the heart space. Palm is open, fingertips are together. Just awareness as you breathe of bringing that air into the space between the palms. Notice the filling of the lungs, filling of the ribs. Good. Bringing the palms together. Inhale, fingertips toward the sky. Exhale, arms float down. Fingertips together, palms together. Inhale, fingertips toward the sky. Exhale, arms float down. Very nice. So resting the thumbs at the shoulders, elbows are bent. I'm just going to inhale and gently lift up. Nice and easy. Exhale, float down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Once more. And down. And as we do this, we'll rest here. As we do this upper body movement seated, if you find yourself arching or that it bothers your low back, do a little tail tuck kind of bring the belly in toward the spine. You can sort of hold that posture. It helps strengthen the core and also steadies your low back. So if you find this reaching motion that you're lifting your chest forward too much and it hurts your low back, you never want pain. So find a place, and maybe it's not reaching too much, that you do that. Nice. Fingertips to the shoulders. Inhale, elbows back. Let's get the right body part. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. One shoulder might enjoy this more than another. Just be gentle. Find your circle that works for you on either side. Good. Pause at the bottom. Let's inhale forward and up. Exhale down. Very nice. Come to rest. Arms down by the side. Do a little other shoulder motion. We're going to spread our fingers nice and open. Thumbs pointing forward to start. Inhale, thumbs point back. Pinkies come forward. We're rotating that shoulder, lifting the heart. And exhale, moving the thumb back to, and then pointing back. Back of the hands face you. Inhale, palms face out. Exhale, rotate through, palms face out again, thumbs pointing backward. Couple times. You can put as much kind of cat-cow motion in your spine as you want, or not at all. It's good just for the shoulders to sit up a little taller and get that rotation. Just move through, maybe try a little of both, whatever feels good. Very nice. Good, and come to rest. We're gonna go up a little bit more again. You're gonna inhale up, again, mind the low back, the shoulder, maybe a little tummy tuck in or a little tailbone tuck underneath you. Just find what works and doesn't strain your low back. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, pull it down. And good. Let's hold our reach and breathe. So not straining, but really thinking about a reach. So noticing your body, noticing how you're holding your hips, your stomach, your torso, kind of supporting that spine. Reach. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Nice. Get everything awake there. A little shoulder rub. Good. Now we're going to reach forward. So at first, just kind of a natural reach, arms straight out to the front. Good. And then bring the elbows back. Inhale. And then as you exhale, reach and find that space as if you were taking from your spine and coming out and around to your fingertips. Inhale, draw the shoulders back, open the heart. Exhale, reach all the way from the center of the back out through the fingertips. Again, mind the low back, low belly. Draw it in. Exhale, reach. Inhale, reaching the shoulders back. And exhale. Hold here and breathe. So finding that extension, noticing the space between the shoulder blades, making that part of your reach. Mind the belly, a little tail tuck maybe, a little belly coming in. Just supporting the core so that when we reach, we're not just reaching and straining something under our arms, but using the body to support the movement. Breathe. Very nice. Clasp the hands and flip the palms. We're going to exhale, bring the knuckles back toward the chest. Maybe I got that wrong. Yeah, that'll work. I might switch it. Yeah, no, that'll work. Exhale here. Okay. Inhale, straight forward. Exhale, chest. Inhale, kind of 45 degrees. Exhale, chest. We're gonna go up, mind your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale to the top of the head. Let's go up once more. Exhale to the chin. Inhale 45. Exhale chest. Inhale straight out. Inhale 45. Inhale up. Inhale 45. Inhale straight out. Very nice. And rest the shoulders, little rubs. But we reach and stretch a lot. So those movements in a non-weight bearing way are just good motions for the shoulders. Very nice. So we're going to slide the hands over the knees. Our knees will stay kind of in front of the hips, so not doing a wide open. We're going to do more of a seated cat-cow. But this is something you could do on an airplane, at a restaurant, at a doctor's office. Spread the yoga. People can watch you do it, no problem. So we're going to inhale, the hands to the knees. We're going to inhale and then slide the elbows back behind the hips, lift the heart. Nice inhale, good. Exhale, tuck that tailbone. Slide the hands down the knees, let the head fall. Inhale, slide the hands back, elbows behind you, reach the heart forward. Good. Exhale, tailbone. Slide the hands, drop the head. Do that a few times, your pace, noticing starting with the tailbone, because our knees are a little closer. There's not as much expansion on the cow, but that's okay. We get the heart and ribs and neck and shoulders. And this kind of tighter space, imagining yourself on an airplane, is a great, good spinal flexion and extension. Good. Your next cat, your next hands down your knees, dropping your head, tailbone tucked. Let's hold here. Kind of exaggerating the tailbone tuck, feeling the low back, nice and gentle, bringing the shoulders forward, head down, relaxing the hands, ease in the jaw, and breathe. Taking some nice deep breaths in and out through the nose or a gentle mouth. Kind of letting that air all nice and into the low back, low ribs. Good. The next time you're at the top of your breath, hold to about a count of 3, not straining, just sort of imagining it floating at the top. And then gently exhale here. Good. Normal breath, breathe. Presence in your hands, drawing your belly to your spine. Inhaling, tailbone moves out and up, slide the hands up the legs, elbows back, shoulders open. And now notice the breath in the ribs. Ease in the face, breathe, ease in the toes. Imagine that air coming all into the front body, filling the lungs all the way down, breathe. If it feels good, kind of exaggerating that tailbone, reaching out and up. Staying in comfort, but finding some space. And here too, finding a nice deep inhale and pausing, kind of floating at the top of your inhale. Just a couple seconds. And gently exhale, belly to spine, slowly tucking the tailbone, coming back to seated. Very nice, palms up. Just take a few hand breaths. So inhaling, opening the hands nice and wide. Exhale, release. Relax the hands. Again. And release. Nice. I'm going to place my left hand kind of on my chair. Hold the chair. You can tuck the hand under the seat, whatever feels good. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale down. Inhale up, big reach. Exhale down. And we're going to go over. Inhale over to the left. And we'll keep the torso there. Just exhale, bring the elbow down. Inhale over, keeping the shoulders in line with the hips. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Holding the bend, reaching over, hold, breathe. Keeping that right seat down. Supporting the low belly, the low back with the belly. Good, inhale. Exhale, as you exhale, draw the belly in, reach the head for the sky, draw the elbow down. Good, opposite side, either hold or sit, whatever just makes you feel sturdy. Straight up first, inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale down. Now let's go over. Keeping the torso where it is, draw that elbow down. Find that space between the underneath the arm and the top of the hip as you breathe. Keeping that left side down. Good. Let's hold our reach. Ease in the jaw, finding that space below the arm to the hip. Breathe. Good. Nice inhale. Exhale, belly to spine. Slowly draw the elbow down, head toward the sky. And back to seated. Let's do palms up. Just seated mountain pose for a moment. Notice the energy, find your space, find where your tailbone wants to be. Something that's comfortable, even moving around, find a comfortable spot for that pelvic tilt. Tall spine, find a place where you can have your shoulders down and back. Thinking of the crown of the head, reaching for the sky. Good, lowering the arms, sweeping the arms up, inhale. Palms together, lowering the thumbs. Great. So I'm going to move my blocks off to the side because I'm going to move up in my seat. We're going to come up from our chair. Sliding the feet back if possible, underneath the knees, sort of knees, hip points, hip apart. Make sure my chair is nice and steady. This isn't my normal one. I'm going to pivot forward from my hip, feel my weight distribute evenly in my feet. Belly to spine, nice and strong. You can have your hands at the heart, hands on the knees, hands on something in front of you. If you need a little help up, that's fine. We're going to inhale. Exhale, imagine pushing the floor with your feet, drawing the head up toward the sky. Very nice, kind of engaging the whole body in that stand. So we'll inhale, soften the belly, kind of soften that pelvic floor. Exhale, draw everything in and up. Again, soften and lower. Exhale, push and reach. Good. Let's drop down into chair. Not the chair, but chair pose. Nice tall spine. Imagine lifting the top of your head away from your tailbone. Maybe lift your toes. So we're really grounded in our feet. So strong, keeping the shoulders back. Maybe bringing the seat down and back just a little bit, making those legs really wake up. Good, inhale and exhale, push the ground away, head for the sky. Very nice. So since we're standing here, I'm gonna move my chair out of the way. We can always have it, maybe I'll just keep it for today. Have it close by. We do a little bit of moving here. And standing mountain pose. So mountain pose, one of the easiest and also most challenging poses. Find your feet. Lift your toes a little so we find the edges of our feet. And maybe close your eyes. You can always put your fingertips on your chair, just so we know that we're in balance. You can always open your eyes if you prefer. But being aware as we breathe of the edges of our feet. So just some very gentle movement, not rocking with the body, but just rocking sort of from the ankles down, the feet from side to side, being aware of the edges of our feet. And maybe if you have a little neuropathy, this might be a challenge. You can also look at your feet if that helps. Little gentle motion side to side. Very nice with the toes lifted. Good, come to stillness. Open the shoulders in an exaggerated way. So really pushing the heart forward, bringing the shoulder blades to touch or toward one another. Breathe. Strong spine, strong feet. Breathe. Good, now bring the shoulders forward in an exaggerated way, kind of as if you were gonna clap your shoulders together in the front. Breathe. Good, and then find your neutral. Nice posture, tall back, head for the sky. But jaw, we don't want to lift the chin. We don't want to tuck it. We want it right in center, and bring your ears back ever so slightly, where maybe somebody wouldn't even notice, but it keeps us from having that dropped neck. So bringing our ears back a bit, breathe. So strong, mountain pose. Turn actually, so I can have the back of my chair there. You're gonna open your eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. We're gonna do a little swan dive down. So when we swan dive, we're gonna hinge at the hips, opening, sweeping the arms up. Again, you can have your chair come down. Slide the hands up to the knees. Inhale, we want to straight back, half lift. So we're pulling the top of the head away from the tailbone. And exhale, fold. You can put a deep bend in the knees if that's better for you, for balance or back, doesn't matter. Inhale, half lift. Just try to straighten the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. So as you fold, when you come into your half lift, you can slide your hands up first onto the top of your thighs and push away with your hands to straighten the back. So you don't even have to dip down. Exhale, fold. Straighten that back. Inhale, half lift. We'll hold the half lift for a moment. Really good for the fascia behind the legs, even under the feet, top of the head. Finding this straight back, bent over posture. Very nice. Deep bend in the knees. Let's put our hands out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, push the ground away, just like coming up from chair, arms up overhead. And down. Nice. So we're going to open our feet kind of nice and wide. And this is also something you can do with your chair in front of you. The front, the side, whatever feels good. We also want to make sure that we're not slippy. This rug actually is really grippy that I'm on. but we never want to have, I would take my socks off if I were slipping. So hands either to the heart space or on your chair, whatever you prefer, or one of each. So we're going to inhale and bend the knees, again, as deep as is comfortable for you, in a happy space, happy space. But we can keep the knees open, so you can shorten your stance. You can not dip down so much, whatever works for you. Breathing here. Goddess pose, very strong. If you're feeling really crazy, I don't think my legs can do it for very long, you could really come down, but find your happy place. Good, and as we inhale, kind of soften the pelvic floor, expand as you exhale, push the ground away, and everything comes center and up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, keeping those knees open. Exhale, really making kind of the back, the glutes and the inside of the legs do the work. Good, one more. Very nice. So I'm going to turn my right toes toward you and my left toes out to come into warrior two legs. Bend my left knee. Heart is the same direction as my right toes. Outstretch the arms and then turn to face the left fingers. So strong, we're keeping our left knee open. Reaching out through those fingers, pushing the floor and spreading it open, very active pose. Breathe. This really engages the whole body. It's really great for balance. We're looking in a different way, opposite direction from our heart. Very nice. We're going to lower the wrist to the knee or hold onto the chair, whatever can bring you over to the left side, and then reach that right arm up and over. Trying to keep the right shoulder open. If it just doesn't work and you come forward a little bit, that's okay. Just have presence from your pinky down the side body to your ankle. Or if you need to bring your elbow down or put it behind your back, just think about that shoulder down to the ankle. Breathe. And if it works for you, we're going to reach up. Good. Inhale, come down, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If it works better for you to put your hand on your shoulder and just do your elbow, that's fine. Very nice. Pause at the top. We're going to put our hand on our knee. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine. Straighten that left arm to come back to warrior two. Very nice. Float that right hand down, just soft on the right leg. Left palm up. Then lifting the left hand. Nice and gentle. Just a place that feels good. Kind of thinking about those left ribs. Very nice. Return to warrior. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the waist. Let's turn the toes in. Nice and strong. Now bring the heels in. Toes are out again. We're going to come back to goddess. Breathe. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, push up. Kind of draw that core in. Inhale, soften. Notice the pelvic floor soft, open. Exhale, draw in and up. Once more. Knees are open. Exhale, push up. Very nice. We're going to turn the right toes out. Left toes are toward the screen. You can move your chair over in front of you. We always want to be nice, steady. Into warrior. So bending that right knee over the ankle. Your stance is as open as you want it. And you also, we can heel toe your right foot out to the right if you're feeling wobbly. So you kind of increase your train tracks, thinking of your heels on train tracks instead of a tightrope. Extending the arms and looking out past the right fingers. The heart is facing the screen. If it feels better for your back to have a little tilt, that's okay. A little twist, that's fine. Breathe, so strong. Pushing the floor, opening that mat below you, reaching out from your shoulders, out through the fingertips. So strong. Very nice. We'll lower the right wrist to the right knee and extend our reach. This side might be different. This side might prefer the arm behind the back or the hand on the shoulder, whatever works for you. But just imagining that space from either the below the arm out to the ankle or the pinky to the ankle. Presence in that space. Awareness of the breath. Good. We'll inhale, reach for the sky. Can't remember what circle we made. Do either one. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. I think we only went in one direction, the other one, so we'll just do one direction here. One more circle. All about balance. Let's go back to our reach. Find that hip space up through the rib, up through the shoulder. Very nice. Hand to the knee, inhale. Exhale, push the knee away. Back to warrior two. Very nice. Float that left hand down, right palm up. And lifting the right hand, however this side works for you. You can also bend your elbow, get the torso bend, but maybe not irritate the shoulder if this side doesn't like it. Yoga never hurts. If you find yourself holding your breath or wincing or anything, just back off a little so that you can breathe. It's all about the breath, ease of breath. Very nice. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine. Back to warrior two. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, float the arms to the waist, toes in. And then heels in, toes out. And one more goddess. Coming down, knees are open. A little inhale up, up. Let's add the arms this time for fun. So we have a full goddess pose. Nice wide hands, elbows are down and back. Inhale. Exhale, push the ground away, reach for the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Full body presence. Our knees are open. Exhale, presence in the feet. The once more. And float the arms to the waist. Very nice. Step to the center. And mountain pose. A little bit of a Tadasana, a little bit of yoga rest to let all that energy kind of soak in. Maybe close your eyes if that feels good. Fingertips to the chair. Ease in the jaw. Lips are either closed or just gently open with the teeth open. And notice the energy in your shoulders, your palms, your legs and feet. Breathing in, breathing out. So strong, so tall. Bringing feet together slightly. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale down. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Little balance work here, so have the chair nearby. We're going to cross the left foot over the right. Again, chair is a good thing. And while you're standing there with your feet close together, if that works for you, you can also, if your legs don't like to cross, you can put your foot a little bit more, put your left foot a little ahead of your right foot. You're still getting that midline cross. Just move it over to your comfort. And then right hand toward the left shoulder and left hand in front. So we're going to stay right here in sort of a standing modified eagle. But breathe in and out through the nose and notice. Notice the body shifting. Maybe from side to side. Good. And you can have one hand on the chair if you prefer, because gently we're going to turn and look to the left. Breathe, nice and steady. Ease in the jaw. Challenging our brain to think about right and left as our focus is over to the left. Good. Belly to spine. Really watching, slowly track the eyes back to center. And then over to the right. Breathe, tall spine. If this doesn't feel like a challenge for you, my legs are back and forth, but you can also close your eyes here. That adds a whole new thing. But put your fingertips on the chair if it's, you always want to feel steady. Just playing with balance. Good, track your eyes slowly back to center. Release the arms. Release the legs. Good, now right in front of left or over on the other side of left. Left hand to the right shoulder. Right hand in front. And just notice the body. Is it playing? Is it kind of wobbly? That's good. Wobbling is good. If you're not wobbling, try to put your feet even closer together or really tighten your thighs together. Sort of squeeze the legs, kind of making yourself kind of even more toward your center line. Breathe. Very nice. Gently, slowly looking over the right shoulder. Ease in the jaw. You might be clenching the legs, which is fine, but let's not clench the jaw or the face or the hands, no gripping. Try to be at ease as your body plays with balance. Good. Slowly tracking the eyes first, and then the head, and over to the left. And breathe. Good. Track the eyes back towards center. Release the hands and the feet back to mountain pose. Nice tall spine. Lifting the toes, finding those feet. Maybe doing the little bit of rocking back and forth below the ankle. Just kind of awareness of balance. Noticing, is there a difference from the first time you did this? Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Just notice. Just observe. Come to stillness, tall spine. Opening the feet just a tiny bit. Inhale, reach up, take it all in. And exhale down. Again, inhale, reach, reach. And exhale down. Very nice. Let's get our chair back. We decided if we're sitting in or not. Yeah, let's start to sit. Okay. I'm gonna get my blocks. I'm gonna be seated. But first, we're gonna come down on our chair. Nice chair challenge. So you can put the back of your knees, back of your calves, whatever on your chair, you know it's there. Palms to heart center, or hands on the legs, whatever feels good for you. We're gonna lower down very slowly, noticing the bend in the knees with a nice straight back, the hinge of the hips. So kind of keeping the seat and chest in a balance where you feel your weight equally in the front and back of your feet with the toes up. So we're gonna come down. This chair is a lot higher, it's not making me work very hard. And come to seated. My blocks under. So just seated for a moment, palms up. Kind of drawing in our energy. Let's inhale with our hands. Inhale, stretch those fingers out and around the knees. Exhale, ease in the hands, ease in the torso. Again, inhale, open. Nice big breath, take it all in, exhale. One more time. Big stretch of the fingers, exhale. Good. To our feet, we're gonna come up on one foot, come on the back of the toes, really reaching the heel forward. And down, and then lift the toes up. Lift the heel, stretch the back of the toes. Lower the heel, lift the toes up. One more time this side. Really pressing into the back of the toes. If your big toe doesn't join the party, you can open your ankle a little bit. But if it doesn't mind, you can kind of move your ankle in slowly to engage the back of the big toe. Not all big toes enjoy this. That's okay. Good. Lower the heel, lift the toes. It's a really important movement. We don't want to lose is our ankle flexion and extension. Left foot, let's lift the heel, bend into the back of those toes. Big stretch, breathe, ease in the jaw. Mind the low back and core, hugging that in, and lower the heel, lift the toes. Nice and high. Again, toes down, heels up, stretching the back of those toes, breathe. And lower the heel, lift the toes. One more time, finding that space in the back of the toes, maybe sliding your toes back a little bit for a little extra stretch. Again, you can notice the difference if you open your ankle versus coming back up right over the big toe. Good, lower the heel, toes toward the knee. Breathe. Very good. Palms together. We're gonna rub the hands. If you have glasses on, you might want to put them in your lap for a minute. I'll talk you through it so you can't see the screen. I can't see the screen now, so I'll talk myself through it. Rub the hands. Lots of warmth, lots of warmth. I'm going to put them on the shoulders, so fingertips resting either on the back of the shoulders or on the tip on the neck there. As comfortable as it is for you to lift your elbows, fingertips on the back of the shoulders, and then exhale, just draw, kind of squeeze into the shoulders and draw the elbows down. Inhale up, squeeze down. Inhale up, down, one more time. Very nice. Now placing the fingertips Ooh, my fingers are still cold. I'm gonna warm my hands up again. Placing the fingertips kind of behind the neck, right there where your fingertips are sort of meeting one another, right at the spine. And just walk the fingers around the muscles there, going from the top of the neck to the bottom of the head. Just a nice walking press, whatever feels good. Maybe it's circles, maybe it's walking, whatever feels good. Then up to the base of the spine, base of the skull, behind the ears, walking or circles, whatever feels good, pressing. Good. Come down the jaw. The fingers are right on the bottom of the jaw. Maybe now turn it into circles if you've been walking. So pressing circles in one direction and then the other. And then walk up the cheeks. And then back to the front of the ears. So right there in the cheekbone, back of the ear, front of the ears. And then very gently hold onto your ears and just make gentle circles with the ears. No pain, but just kind of a nice gentle circle in one direction and then the other. Very good. And then a very gentle pull on the earlobes down, nice and gentle. Breathe. Good. And then our fingertips back to the face on the temple. Circles in the temple, one way and the other. And up into the hairline, top of the forehead. And then whatever feels good on the top of your head, if that feels good, or if you prefer the temples or the forehead, whatever feels good. And then right at the eyebrows, fingertips gently on the eyebrows, hands cupped over the face. Gentle one direction and the other. And then down the nose. Pressing gently on the side of the nose. Back to the jaw. Good. Hands together, rubbing the hands together again. Nice and heated. And then just gently cupping the hands over the face. Over the eyes. You can do your nose and mouth if you'd like or not, whatever feels comfortable. And just breathe. Hands together. Relax in your seat. Just lean back. You can lower your hands, maybe open your left palm, place the back of your right hand in your left palm. Thumb points together. Ease in the shoulder. Ease in the jaw. And sitting for a couple of minutes in silence. Allowing your body to just observe the breath, releasing the mind from to-dos and laters to right here. Being present in the breath in your palm and placing any distractions right there in that thumb point, right where they touch. If you find a distraction come up, just place it there and breathe. Do a deeper inhale and exhale. Bringing your breath into your belly, ribs, chest. Lifting and lowering the heels. Gently rolling the wrists, moving the fingers. And then placing the fingertips together, palms open, thumbs at the heart space. And it's just a gentle meditative practice to keep that contact with the fingers and breathing into that open space in the palms. Our mind does swirl, and that's okay, it's natural. Imagining the swirling in a contained place between the palms. As you breathe, palms together. Inhale, fingertips toward the sky. Exhale, thumb to the heart. With gratitude to yourself for your yoga. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste, everyone.